In today's video, we're going to talk about the countries that are not eligible to participate in the 2026 DV Lottery program. The Diversity Immigrant Visa Program is run by the U.S. Department of State on an annual basis. For the fiscal year 2026, up to 55,000 diversity visas will be available. These visas are offered to a class of immigrants known as diversity immigrants, from countries with historically low rates of immigrants to the United States. The Department of State determines selectees through a randomized computer drawing. The diversity visas are distributed among 6 geographic regions, and no single country may receive more than 7% of the available DVs in any one year. So for the DV 2026, natives of the following countries and areas are not eligible to apply because more than 50,000 natives of these countries immigrated to the US in the previous 5 years. That's according to the US website travel.state.gov. Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, the People's Republic of China, including mainland and Hong Kong born, Colombia, Cuba, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Republic of Korea and South Korea, Venezuela, and Vietnam. Apart from Cuba, which is not eligible for the DV 2026, there were no changes in eligibility from the previous fiscal year. So be sure to check whether your country is eligible to participate in the 2026 DV Lottery program before entering your application. There are 2 circumstances in which you might still be eligible to apply even if you're not born in a qualifying country. The first one is if your derivative spouse was born in an eligible country. You may claim chargeability to that country. As your eligibility is based on your spouse, you will only be issued an immigrant visa if your spouse is also eligible for and issued an immigrant visa. The caveat here is that both of you must enter the US together using your diversity visas. Your minor dependent child can be charged to a parent's country of birth as well. The second way is through your parents. You can be charged to the country of birth of either of your parents as long as neither of your parents was born in or was a resident of your country at the time of your birth. Note that people are not generally considered residents of a country in which they were not born or legally naturalized. For example, persons simply visiting, studying, or temporarily working in a country are not generally considered residents. So as an example, let's say, for instance, you were born in Cuba and you live in Cuba, but both of your parents were born in Kenya and were legal residents of Kenya at the time that you were born. So they had just gone to Cuba to visit. You can claim eligibility using Kenya as your country of eligibility, since Cuba is no longer eligible for the 2026 DV Lottery program. It's important to pay attention when you're claiming chargeability or eligibility of your country. Make sure you have a valid claim to avoid disqualification. If you claim alternative chargeability through either of the above, you must provide an explanation on the EDV entry form in question number 6. I'll post the list of the ineligible countries for the 2026 DV Lottery at the end of the video. The list is also available at travel.state.gov. Good luck to all the participants of the 2026 DV Lottery program. You got this. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.